Hello and welcome to day 7 of our climb up to Mythic in MTG Arena. I am Dr. Max. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're playing today. Alright, Esper, white, blue, black. A color combo that is very strong right now, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's craft a deck. So we're back with the deck tech here. I decided to go Super Friends route. It's something I personally like. As we all know, Planeswalkers are very powerful cards. The one, explicitly Esper card I have in here is Void Rend, which is absolutely premium removal. Other than that, we have a bunch of sweepers. We have 3 Sunfalls, 2 Farewells, 2 White Sun's Twilights. As far as other targeted removal, we have 2 Fateful Absences. The only creatures we have in the entire deck are 4 Chrome Host Seed Sharks to incubate as a potential win con for all of these non-creature spells. As far as Planeswalkers, Liliana the Veil, one of. We have 3 Wandering Emperors, 3 Jaces, 2 Sorens, 1 Teferi Who Slows the Sunset, 2 Teferi Temporal Pilgrims, a Eternal Wanderer, a Vraska, and a Kaya. So lots of 1-ofs. Our value is really derived from these 3-ofs here at the 4-drop spot, the Wandering Emperor and the Jace, to try to control. And then I also have 2 Memory Deluges as well for Windwarner position to be able to cast it to really get the Planeswalker we need at the right time or the removal spell to end the game. So we'll see how this performs. I think against control, since we run absolutely no counter spells, we're going to be relying on Void Rend. Aggro, hoping we draw in this lower on the curve, but let's see how it performs. Okay, we have an early removal spell. And some, we know we can get Jace on turn 3 if need be, and then that Memory Deluge is great for us. I think at this point, hopefully we can maybe get some earlier removal depending on how aggressive. This seems like it's going to be very aggressive here. We can play our, I think, Shipwreck Marsh, 2 or more, and that is 2 or more as well. I'm fine with throwing out one of these for now. And then we can Shattered Sanctum on the next turn. Okay, we may need a board sweeper here. I'm curious if they have something for Seed Shark. So I'm actually going to throw this out and try and make them remove this. If they do, very unfortunate. But right now, it's a big blocker, and it's making them at least cast something to remove it. And of course they have Cathar. That actually works for us though. We can use that as an ambush on the next turn. Barring us getting a sweeper anyways, which I don't think we're going to. So we'll cast this and then we'll hold up a Void Rend. Here for the Brute, even though it involves paying 3 life, which isn't ideal. Okay. Each other human. Sure. They're hitting perfect draws here. We're down to 4. How do we salvage this? Jace, even for very cheap. I think we're dead here, no matter what we do. So they were just a little too fast for us. That's unfortunate. No blue to start, but I'm hoping we can draw into it. This is a risky keep. Could absolutely blow up in our face if we don't get a blue source here. But if we do, things are looking great. Okay, that is also not great. Play this out. Okay, they're having a slow enough start, which is great for us that I think we can slow roll them here. Okay, so they are mono black with nothing. No, we only have the one blue source, actually. Okay, play it to Fairy and get some immediate value. I assume this is going to get removed here.
Time for a complex plan. Let's improvise. Nothing like a change of plans to keep things.
And we can get ourselves another blue source. Unfortunately, that will come into play tapped, so maybe we just straight play the island here. Yep. It's great for them. We'll play this tapped, and then we can Wandering Emperor this Obliterator. I'm curious to see if they decide to go for the attack, and they do. Sure. Ambush.
I'm home. You're done.
I think that was a mistake from them. We will start plussing.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Don't feel bad for
And at this
lose.
point, I'm not. They could blitz an underdog, but I'm honestly okay. Yeah, there you go. Again, we'll have a Void Rend available on turn 3 if need be. And can also completed a Jace. We're playing Pure Control. Okay, mono red. Well, then good for us that we are getting to go first. But I think they're going to be able to put quite a bit of damage on the board. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of damage right there. I think we put out the Seed Shark here. It may lead to quite a bit of damage, but it could potentially cause them to not have something enter play with the 1/1. They would have to expend a few burn spells to get this. So Felden's coming in, sure. And those Swift Spears are... is dealt damage. So any damage lets them block, so I'm going to take that. And we're stuck. We're a little bit stuck here. I think I need to play a completed Jace, not ideal. We get to incubate at least. But I think I need to mill them and try and draw into a land.
We can improve upon
And we hit our land. Unfortunately, it's tapped. But if we can survive, Wandering Emperor is very strong. And hopefully, we cost them one of their land drops potentially. So I believe they're now stuck at 2, unless they just ripped one off the top. Another come on in.
none of this
And so that is pushing 7 damage right there. So any burn spell and we're dead. But they do not have it. Wow. Well, I think Emperor, not perfect.
I'm learned much.
We're going to try and gain that life from the Feld, and we are just hanging on
What
here.
you get for hurting my people.
And they have it. Dang. It's interesting. I'm running 26 lands, and I seem to, not sure why, be getting stuck here. I'll take that. Let's play out a Shipwreck. Rule so far. They are destroying artifact or enchantment. Okay. Interesting to see people going for the main board on this. And now it's quite powerful. Just a lot of Gruul here. Very interesting. I think the Seachrome Coast. I think we Jace here completed and just try and attract their attention.
Hope is wasted. You cannot become subdued.
At this point, we're trying to just survive to a Wandering Emperor. And if Jace can hang on. Lots of werewolves, so Gruul werewolves, huh? They are letting Jace go. Wow. Okay. Hopefully this will induce them into attacking. And that is haste. Ah, volatile arsonist. Very good. Sure. I could save the Jason, take 9. That to me seems a little bit crazy, so I am just going to exile.
You started.
It's fine.
This will ignite our greater plans.
You're done.
In time, all will witness Phyrexia's
Show them how we
Incubate 3. Hopefully they don't have too many other hasty creatures here. If they do, Emperor can. I am absolutely happy with that.
quit this.
This seems to me like a... Can block it. It is daytime now. I don't want to pass. I think we play a completed Jace. This seems to me to suggest that they haven't played with fire. And we're going to keep open
surrender your
our
mind
3/3
to Phyrexia's will.
to be a blocker. Or they can sack it
Beyond your
and destroy my artifact, which is also fine. That could have been what was holding priority there. I would be shocked if they ran play with fire. I'll activate this, and if they want to in response, destroy it. So they are going for a pass. Okay. I'm going to try and draw a card here.
No secret escapes.
When they
my
attack, it would
grasp.
wind up being destroyed anyways. We're now at the critical 7 here for White Sun's Twilight. And so I think we just cast this for 5. probably should have attacked first. Yeah, that was a mistake to not attack first. And they can, sure, destroy in response. I'm still gaining 5 life and creating 5 tokens. Thank you. I would love to search my library and get a land. Yeah, they do run play with fire. And when they exile creatures, I believe this makes subsequent creatures cheaper. Now that we're at 8, I can Chrome Host into Teferi, or even into Braska. Ooh. I think we are going to play her for completed here. There you go, scoop. No white source. We do have a Void Rend. They seem happy. I'm gonna keep. We're gonna try and draw into what we need to here. But we could just be playing mono blue, in which case Void Rend is fantastic. Stuck at 2, which tells me they probably then have... We're going to try and get this out. I assume this is going to get countered through Make Disappear. That's fine. Obviously, we want that to stay on the board. But I'm not so naive to think that it would. I think we have to be aggressive here and try and run them out of counter spells. The thing that would hurt is obviously what gets around Void Rend are protection spells like Shore Up or even March on their own creatures, but they are stuck here for lands. So I'm just going to keep trying to push out Planeswalkers. And they very clearly just have that unlimited supply. There's their Terror, sure, and another Terror. Beautiful. They're out 1. I'm going to try and Sunfall. Spell Pierce here is a Heartbreaker. Okay. Well, we're going to incubate 1. That's fine. It's something. And then they have 1 mana open. Let's try an Eternal Wanderer.
Try to burst me, if you can.
That
I'll
literally
finish
did nothing.
this
That
here
was
and
actually a big
now.
oopsies. Oops. They're saying good game.
We'll regroup elsewhere.
They seem so confident. Is it? Do you have March? Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to do a lot of damage. That's fine, but I have a Void Rend. Ah, that other Jin hurts. No stick there. Interesting. I can try to keep myself alive here.
For the sake of Phyrex.
What do they have? Milling them at this point is real stupid because it just makes their Jhin more powerful. Okay. And we flood it out. Well, their BM, GG, good games were. I wanted to get through that, but just couldn't. That's a bummer. Okay. Mono red, because of course. I like the Void Rend. I'm happy with that. They're coming full aggro. And unfortunately, we're stuck. Do they have a squee? Nope, play the fly. Okay. Alright, our goal is to live until we get to that sunfall. But we are going to take a point of damage here. Okay. Hurts to take that damage. No instance in response though. It's fascinating. Well, as much as I hate to do it, Squee needs to die here as well. Mono. Another Squee. Of course. Down to one. Shattered Sanctum can keep us alive. This is by paying 4 exiling 4 other cards. It's a risk. If we Sorin and block, we're dead. So we have to Sunfall here and then just hope for the best. And they had it. Wow. Yeah, alright. Good game. Good top deck from them. We were about to get away with it. We're at 4 lands. Take that. Underground River can do damage. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay. Sure, this is 2 or more other lands, so we'll play this out for now. Potentially hide what we are. They are interesting. Okay. Let's Chrome Host. See how they deal with that. I think in that instance probably should have played the Deserted Beach. Also, apologies, it's beginning to rain here very aggressively. And a beautiful Titan of Industry. Very nice. And they are really just trying to go for a big swing. I think just to minimize that, we're going to make their Titan not as powerful. And that way we're taking 7 next turn. And hopefully if they're just putting everything to Jace, then I'm a happy camper. Okay, I'm going to protect Jace here. And I'm feeling pretty good. Topiary Stomper will be online, but we can always just block it. And at this point, I think we hold up possibly incubating or deluging if need be. Okay. Yeah. Going with the Atali. And they are going to get my Eternal Wanderer.
I've made it just in time.
And yeah, apologies, now the hail's coming strong. Okay. They hit a Sunfall, which they're not going to want to cast for me. Interesting that they let Eternal Wanderer go. To me, that seems a little crazy. We'll make this not as good. And we'll play that land. They hit another Atali. Okay, Titan, sure. Two Sorens. Both have 5 here. I think we wait to see who attacks.
No secret escape.
We'll finish this thing.
And then we're going to hold up an Emperor here. So we'll lose the Jace.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. My judgment is final.
We'll create a Vigilance here.
Our swords will cross it.
Give this -3/-0. Play out another Emperor. And exile this.
This is what you get.
Let's also play out a Chrome Host. We have... Okay, a Brave, sure. They're in top deck. If they get another Atali, that could be real rough. But yeah, it's not looking great for them. Can make my Chrome host looking very strong here. Let's mill them again. I think if we play this correctly, we can get a mill win condition. Attack with our Seed Shark. Soren comes out.
Consider yourself fortunate, Arthur.
And we'll create a blocker.
I bring my own army.
Yep. They're going for the big stuff here. And there you go. No white. We potentially are playing just pure control here, so we'll see. And that sure looks to be what it is at this point. And for some reason, I'm going to play out Chrome Host. Hopefully they just counter it for something that at this point is not that worthwhile for me. And if they Fateful Absence, great, that's a draw for me. Okay. They're fully tapped out. So I think I need to deluge while there's open mana then, and try and just get something here that is a white source. They're stuck at 4 lands. Great for me, not great for them. Vraska coming out. Ugh. I think Vraska gets countered. But if it can prevent them from looking and potentially trying to find other lands, I think we take this. But I know they have a counterspell. There you go. Okay, they got their 5th land. Very happy for them. We're going to get a tapped white source here, so still no setting them up for a deluge themselves or scrutiny. Mind Splice. Dead Mind Splice. We're in an interesting staring contest here. I think we pass and see if they try and play out another Mind Splice. So at this point then, they might have a make disappear. If they had a negate, I would be shocked.
I hope you're ready to.
So let's create a token and make them remove this.
We must protect the people.
Which they're going to.
Still have much to learn.
All Alright, we've hit all the Void runs, which is just hilarious to me. I have no Myrics, just a real bummer. With all this open, I think we play out a Teferi and just say, go ahead, counter it. Interesting.
Last is a puzzle.
I'm going to draw here because I know that they're going to have sweepers left and right. Yep.
I have to try again.
And they're going all the unions here. Good for them.
Much to consider.
I really want to play Kaya. If I do, though, the shields go down. So I think we're going to try to get them to react to an Emperor on their end step. At this point, we have 2, 4, 9 lands. We're going to try this. Make Disappear won't work. If they have another Dissipate, that's a real bummer.
Basically a pro.
Okay. It'll take some time for Kai to get there.
That's just a stupid.
And then we can play out a Jace. Jace gets countered, so be it. If they did counter it, that suggests to me they just drew it. Going big on the Syncopate. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so Blast Zone. It's going to take a lot of doing to get that Blast Zone charged up. Yep. And they even overdrew. I assume they're just going to chuck a land here. I think here we just deluge. Let's get what we need to.
It's what you deserve.
And keep pushing damage.
That's just a start.
We'll just do a 4-mana deluge. Still leaves us 6 open. I think this overtapped blue pretty hard here. Okay. Just letting you know that Mind Splice is going away. They're going for the double apparatus, huh? Okay. Not sure if I played land for turn. I did not, and so there goes your other Mind Splice. Not so sure they can push poison here. Oh, they're going hardcore proliferate. Okay. And can that help level up the blast zone as well? Are they on a last gasp here? I'm hoping the answer is yes.
You're not safe from me.
Let's play out an Eternal Wanderer. Okay. Do they run negate? The answer is no.
I'll make a
We'll exile their might.
on my hat. You're coming with me.
And let's pass. Their Mirrex has been tapped. They can kill Eternal Wanderer. Maybe they're just going to try and proliferate me to death. So they are going for the all-out poison here. Unfortunately for them, There go their own things.
It's what you deserve. I'll handle this one.
So there will be no poisoning today, but they did gain a ton of life. And I assume they can just come back with another one. And they're wondering, I'm curious how many White Suns Twilights they run. So they're going Absence, Splice, Augury. So it looks like they are going to try to just put me into the ground here. And they may get the win.
Elsewhere.
Be a real bummer. All right, come on, Jace.
Give up on it.
Do they have 27?
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
And then I get to draw 3
escapes my grasp.
and get another Teferi, huh? And I think we pass here. Quite the game here. Okay, it's Delusion end step. Take another Jace. And a Shipwreck here.
That's just a start.
We'll keep milling them and drawing here.
I know where to find all the answers.
And so we're in a real position here where we can play our own Teferi. And they're trying to draw their way into something. Resolve. Okay. Put them on the stack.
Can't be overly serious. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
What are the odds that we think they have?
A fight? And you think you can... We all have things we'd rather forget.
And we're still keeping a... Well, the Void Round is gone. They're at 17. And let's discard a Underground River here. So if they want to get rid of Jace, they're gonna be... They have a bit of a problem. And I'm curious here then if they put the Augury on Blast Zone. That then takes it out of reach of Jace. Okay. And so then, bye-bye to Fairy. Okay.
Mind is willing, but the body, it hurts.
Okay, so it looks like they are going to try and recycle here. And they are going to get Augury, Augury, Augury. So they are now identifying their win condition as proliferate me into the ground. And there goes my Liliana. They're at 1 open mana. Fascinating. Sure.
Just give up already.
Okay. So they're holding on there. Let's play a Deserted Beach. I think we can win it right here then with Jace. Keep.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the
Mill.
facts. Surrender every
Takenuma.
last thought to Phyrexia.
To then get a Jace back. And there we go. Wow. What a game. So to recap, this deck performed very well, even against more control-ish style decks. The things that we really struggled with were aggro. Mono red, I think, beat us every single time. And simply put, we had 2 Fateful Absences. We rarely saw them. And by the time that Void Rend was coming online on turn 3, or even Chrome Host Seed Shark, we were too far behind. I think this is a fine build. You are going to lose to Mono Red unless they have, a rough go, or you're able to get a Fateful Absence in hand. In, a sideboard, I would come in with a lot of lower cost removal, those cut downs, those go for the throats, more Fateful Absences, and these higher costing cards, Wanderer, Vraska, and Kaya would go. So I think if you were to build a sideboard, it would be very, very cheap removal spells, and then I think even some counter spells so that you could play those games. But as this was built, with the current kind of meta, mono red stomped us, but this held its own, particularly against mid-range and control decks, very pleasantly surprised. So highly recommend this. It was a lot of fun, got us to platinum, and I'll see you tomorrow.